All right. Welcome to this is a special edition, a special Ping Challenge Cup edition of the Flagstick podcast. And Scott and I are here as not only the hosts of the Flagstick podcast, but we're also here as the competing captains for this year's Ping Challenge Cup being held at the Smugglers Glen Golf Course down in Gananoque or the Thousand Islands, however you like to look at it. Smugglers Glen and Glen House Resort. A little different this year with the Ping Challenge Cup. It's going to be held over 2 days. As if you've tuned into the Flagstick podcast at all, you've heard us talk about how this event is going to be played over 2 days this year. With the first day being this coming Sunday, where the teams, the head pros and the assistant pros will play in an 18-hole best ball and alternate shot format on Sunday. And then they'll follow that up with the also important singles matches on Monday.
Forward to it.
And it's going to be very exciting. As you know, it's we mentioned in the podcast, the head pro team captain by myself is up 8 wins to 5 over the assistant pros with a very narrow 2-point victory last year. So what we thought we'd do this year and try to engage everybody on social media as much as possible, and to do something a little fun for the players on the Sunday night component after their dinner. Is that we would do a selection show here on the Flagstick podcast, announcing the pairings for the 4-ball and foursomes or 4-ball and alternate shot format on Sunday. And we're going to, obviously has been released. If you're watching this, obviously it's been released, but we're releasing it to the YouTube channel and across all social media networks prior to the matches on Sunday. So everybody can see who's playing who, players can see who's playing who. And then we're going to release the second half of this special edition of the Flagstick podcast on Sunday night during the dinner that the players will be having, announcing the singles matches for the Monday. So it's going to be kind of a cool little thing. We're something a little different. Usually we just write this down and gets posted on Golf Genius. The players find out about the way we go. But we thought we'd do something a little unique and a little cool that would actually involve our great golf audience across all over the place that might be interested in seeing what the selections are going to be. So it's called the Flagstick Podcast Ping Challenge Cup Selection Show.
Looking forward to it here, and we'll explain the format in a minute here, but obviously you guys are the defending champions, so you're going to get a little bit of an advantage here in the fact that I'm going to be putting out my pairings, and you get to respond to decide who the players are that are going to, hopefully in your case, take them down, but in our case, get the valuable points so that we can claw back into this overall championship and get ourselves closer to your lead as it is.
We should start. Before we start, let's just say off the top, thank you very much to Smugglers Glen, the Seal family, and for hosting this 2-day event, and the Glen House Resort, obviously, for hosting this 2-day event. And thanks always to Ping and Ping Canada for supporting the event all these years. The Ping Challenge Cup, presented, of course, by flagstick.com. That would be us. So, Scott, you want to get to this? I'm sure people would rather hear us tell them who's playing who as opposed to listening to us go on and on. So, without further ado, here are the matches for the day 1 best ball and alternate shot format. Match 1.
My players I have leading off this PGA of Ottawa challenge is Gregory Shaper and Reggie Harmer.
All right.
Who are you going to put against them? I
am going to respond to that with Cameron Gall and Tyler Fitzgerald.
Ooh, nice. Good match. That should be a good one. I'm going to be saying that a lot, I think.
Exactly. There, so. Match number 2.
I would go with Dan McNeely and Steve Hall.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I am going to respond with Chris Barber and Daryl Buchanan.
All right. I like it.
Yes.
Match 3 for me. I'm going to put a little bit of experience with another strong young player in Mark Blay and Tyler Epp.
Tyler Rep, the recent player of the year on the flagstick.com Ottawa PGA Tour. You know what? I'll respond to your experience.
Okay.
And with Graham Gunn
Ooh.
and Ian Reston.
Very nice. I like it a lot. All right, we're getting there. That's halfway done. I'm going to put out some of my young guns in match 4. We're going to go Matt Peterson and Michael Beneteau.
Okay. Let me think. All right. I am going to hit them with a couple of Valley boys in Jonathan Shaper and Derek McDonald.
Nice. All right, 5th match for me. We're going to go all Cornwall on my team. We're going to go Pasquale Mongillo and Carol Ann Baxter.
Wow. Okay. I will go with Marc-Andre Payette and Sarah Landry.
Nice. All right, and my last team out, my last 2 players available, Duncan Haywood and Sean Banfield.
And I'm going to come out with the big guns on this one.
I'm going to
hit you with Lee Curry and James Spearnick.
Very nice.
So there you have the match selections, 6 matches. They play in groups of 4, but they play against each other. 6 matches. Just to recap that for you. Match number 1, Gregory Shaper and Reggie Harmer versus Cameron Gall and Tyler Fitzgerald for the head pros. Match number 2, Dan McNeely, Steve Hall versus Chris Barber and Daryl Buchanan. Match number 3, Mark Blay and Tyler Epp versus Graham Gunn and Ian Reston. Match number 4, Matt Peterson and Michael Beneteau against Jonathan Shaper and Derek McDonald. Match number 5, Pasquale Mongillo and Carol Ann Baxter versus Marc-Andre Payette and Sarah Landry. And finally, match number 6, Duncan Haywood, Sean Banfield versus Lee Curry and James Spearnick. So there you have it. There are the 6 matches to lead off the first day of competition for the Ping Challenge Cup being held at Smuggler's Glen Golf Course down in the Gananoque area. We're looking forward to a great weekend. We're looking forward to some great matches. And you know what? We'll see what happens. But we want you to make sure that you stay tuned to the YouTube channel. Sunday night, during the dinner, we will release the singles matches for Monday. The players will find out Sunday night, and you will find out Sunday night as well. So thanks very much for watching or listening to this special edition of the Flagstick Podcast Ping Challenge Cup Selection Show. Look forward to you tuning in on Sunday night for our single selections.
Good luck, Jeff.
Good luck, Scott.